Hey gang, so here at the Madness Table, we are beyond excited to be sponsored by Homie and the Dude as they promote their Kickstarter project, The Wandering Tavern. Now, you're probably wondering, what is that? Well, The Wandering Tavern is a system-agnostic floating TTRPG setting with optional D&D5e stats included. It's packed full of plot hooks, mysteries, threats, and everything you need for a campaign. However, if you already have an established world or setting, you can perfectly fit this in for your players to visit, take a load off, and delve into a whole new sort of adventure. You get to explore this immense, soaring city full of battle maps that detail its every nook and cranny. You get to delve deep into the devious underbelly of the tavern while getting to know its wide range of unique NPC patrons and staff. And while there are many dark mysteries and entangled truths that are yours to unlock. And while you're traversing this vast metropolis, use remarkable magic items to protect yourselves from the twisted spirits stalking the halls. However, if you have to escape, you can glide through uncharted skies on never-before-seen zephyrs constructed from a plethora of brand new parts and stations. Now, Kickstarter backers of the Wandering Tavern will also receive a free subscription to their shipbuilder webpage application. Now, this builder allows you to create dream airships of your choosing where you can mix and match over 200 parts. 200 parts and stations with even more on the way for endless combinations. And once you're done, it then provides a full custom airship D&D5e compatible stat block. Can't get any better than that. Truly, gang, this is a wonderful addition, and we've had the pleasure of perusing some of their sample materials. And some of our favorites include featured real recipes from the Wandering Tavern made by a real outstanding chef. And you get to make those for your friends and family to feel just even a little more immersed in the settings of the tavern. Now, that shipbuilder is no joke. It's incredibly hardcore with so many choices and really fine details. The battle maps are extensive. It's not a joke, and they cover every layer of the tavern. And those layers even come with great backstories as to how they were constructed, what happens there, who stays there. And you don't always get all that wonderful flavor text, but that will surely help you as a DM running this story for your players. They even have interesting illicit substances, ghost wards, amongst many other magic items. And of course, they've nailed the Studio Ghibli vibes. We've certainly become big supporters of their project. We hope that y'all check it out and consider supporting them too. And make sure to follow our custom Madness Table link in the description to back this Kickstarter now. So thank you, everyone, and I won't delay from this week's episode of The Madness Table.
Well, have you ever wondered how things happen? I often do, and when I do, I go to the Discord for the Madness Table, and I ask questions. And if I'm being blocked by Brendan, I go to themadnesstable@gmail.com, and I ask my questions there, because then they'll be answered in bonus action episodes, and they're legally required to be answered. And if you're having a great time with that, maybe you'll just stay around, enjoy the community, spread some memes, review, follow, like, and subscribe. You might find us on the Ticket the Talkity, the Instagrammable, and the Facebook. Those are all good social media outlets and good places to be. You can also hop on the coffee and give us money so we don't not podcast software. I'm not sure. I just do what Sam tells me to do, and the podcast keeps coming out weekly. I'm doing my job. I think. I'm not sure. Who am I?
Hard to say.
Anyway, someone who does know who they are, William Johnston. Take it away, buddy.
Well, everyone, we had a great last episode, and this could be the final one for the party going in. Just, thoughts and prayers, everybody, because this is going to be a tense moment as Sephel has essentially leaned back, flipped the bird, and called out the dragon.
In this long ongoing quest to fight the abyss and quell the demon presence, I am so honored to die because of a stupid comment during a side quest.
What a way to go, right? I mean, it's not like you fell in lava.
Oh my!
Ooh.
Oh! It's been a while.
Somehow still too soon.
Still hurts. Still hurts.
Oh God. To me, I will admit, Indigo's death has always felt like a failure on my part, because I'm like, why did I put the fucking lava in there? But it's what I rolled on the natural Underdark environment, so...
The dice give, the dice take away.
They do. They do. Well, everybody, we have rolled for initiative, as Delkvir does not care for the comments that they received. And this is, without a doubt, to date, except for the moment when you all encountered Demogorgon, perhaps the most important initiative. What's everybody's bets that you have beat Delkvir on the initiative or not?
You know, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we all go before Delkvir.
Nah, man.
Okay, all
Delaware
right.
is definitely first.
History would tell me that Delkvir is probably first.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Andrew wins this one, except for one.
Oh no.
Vlad goes last.
No.
And Delkvir is just before him. So in order, it's going to be Sephel, Starcaller, Vasana, Scylla, Delkvir, Vlad. The terrain, as you guys can see it here on the map, anything in the water except Scylla is difficult terrain. If you are climbing up the gold pile, that is also difficult terrain. The chamber ceilings here are only 30 feet. It's not very tall, okay? Does anybody else need any clarifying questions before we roll with Brendan to start off this initiative?
I mean, yeah, set the scene, my dude. I just fucking, like...
It's the same as
middle
we left
finger
it
grenade
here.
him.
Yeah, you did.
Like-
You guys were basically ready to turn and leave. Going back through the shallow waters to the hexagonal chamber where you had come through originally. Delkvir had been forelimbs crossed on top of his pile of gold, sitting there, watching, listening to you all beg, plead, barter, and then begin insulting him. Until, with this middle finger, you cross the line. And you see his neck just rear back and this roar come from his maw, and you know he's coming for you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We might have some pauses in between everybody's turns, and I will warrant that's probably okay, because this is going to be
Yeah.
tough,
I think
depending on what
everyone
the
just
party
like
does.
take your time. We will cut it if it's long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
please, for the love of God, talk amongst yourselves about strategy. I don't
so we're
care
running.
if I'm here.
Yes. No, so basically the setting the scene was basically I wanted to not meta and assume he was going to attack us before he got pissed. So
Question. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
We came down via a staircase, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have to go back through a room behind us and then up that
Mhm.
staircase.
Do you want like an estimation of how far you are from that?
Yeah, like how far? Yeah.
To get to the stairs from where you are now, let's go off of your tokens here. You've got 35 feet until you hit the wall of roots. Then it is another 20 feet to the stairs, and then you got to go 30 feet up. So it's 85 feet total before you touch the surface.
So I can take Starcaller via Thunderstep, which can get us 90 feet away. Starcaller is not positioned in a place where the area of effect would hurt anybody else. So I could bamf us out. I can't go straight up. So I would have to go We'd have to go through. So we would still have to go the 30 feet up to the surface. But I could get us most of the way out. And then Scylla would have to get, herself or Vasana or Vlad. Or Vlad has...
He can fly, right?
Well, he can fly, and he has a pretty decent... So he has a 60-foot fly speed. He also, once per day, has partial blink. So
Somebody's getting left behind before the dragon goes.
Yes, and it would be... The reason I'm thinking Vlad, he has the ability to get away quickly. We don't know if Vasana has any form of teleportation magic. So
I can let you know. This is what she's got for spells. She's got Druidcraft, Hunter Sense, Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Puppet Strings, Healing Spirit, Mind Spike, Protection from Poison.
So she has none.
And she has some Fey abilities because of who she is as a figure. So she can move, and she's technically of an Eladrin, so she has some
Okay.
abilities to
She could
disappear and
space step,
appear.
maybe?
Yeah. So she can escape as long as she doesn't get fucked up before that.
But yeah. But we don't technically know that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else you talk about around the campfire?
Sure. Yeah, so I guess... So, me getting out Starcaller's first move. Then I guess who do we want to leave?
I'd rather leave Vasana than Vlad just because I like Vlad. But I guess that call would be made by Scylla and Scylla alone. She'd be the only one here.
I mean, there's no question. In the order of priorities for Scylla, it's Sephel, Vlad, Vasana, Starcaller.
Damn.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
I think though the saving grace here is Vasana goes before Scylla, so I can see how far she gets.
Sure. That's true. Okay. We rolling with this?
Only plan we got. And,
Okay.
I'm also now really glad that you beat me in initiative because I would be going in the opposite direction, and that's a bad idea.
Yeah. So I think...
Does that mean you're not willing?
No. I might be Leroy Jenkins, but I ain't that Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah. He wants to live, he just has to put on a brave face.
Got it.
So I think that's actually a good... So Sephel in the split second assesses the situation, sees who's around, sees the pieces, sees the dragon. Admits internally that he fucked up. He
Scylla's
looks
pissed.
he looks at Scylla. Get Vlad. Get out. He sees Starcaller beginning to, like, shoulder pivot and start to pull on edge. No, you don't. And he steps forward, grabs him by the shoulder. Thunder steps out.
And what you mean by thunderstep out is you thunderstep to the stairs?
Yeah, I can get 90 feet.
Okay, so you can get to the... But you have... Wait. Just clarify.
I do have to be able to see it.
Okay, so you can get to the bottom of the stairs.
Yes.
Which is 55 feet away.
Yep. So I will take us all the way there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will use my movement to get the rest of the way up the stairs. Because you said the stairs are 30 feet?
Yep.
Okay.
So you make it to the surface.
I will
Okay.
get out. That is my turn.
So I'm going to move you guys a little off. Starcaller, it's your turn. You're at the bottom of these stairs. You see Sephel running. What do you do?
What's my total distance from the dragon at this point?
So to where Scylla is, it's 55 feet.
Okay.
From Scylla to the dragon here, it's 60 feet beyond that. So 110, 105?
Yeah.
Or
115.
115, thank you, Jesus.
Which is 5 less than 120. Eldritch
Sure is.
Blast.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I can't bless anybody over here. I'm too far away.
You're sure as fuck cursing people. I started this, I'm just deflecting.
We just need to know his capabilities, you know?
Yeah.
It's a 14 to hit.
It's a hit.
All right. 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Second blast goes out. Dang. That's nice. That's a 27 and an 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then I will skedaddle Sephel style.
Okay.
I
You
don't know.
see those eldritch blasts like Scylla, Vasana, and Vlad can see it. You probably see it start color. It hits his incorporeal form, and it just like it actually does kind of fuck up the spectral form of him, and he just you will die.
You already did.
All right, it is Vasana's turn. She sees the others disappear. The eldritch blasts launch over her head, and she looks at you, Scylla, and she goes, "Are we running?"
Run!
Okay, very well. She is going to run over to Vlad, and is going to touch him because she is a Eldrin of the Spring currently, and it allows her to touch one willing creature within 5 feet of her and teleport them instead of herself to an unoccupied space within 30 feet. So Vlad is boom closer towards the staircase, and then she is going to move the remaining, I think he was 10 feet over, so 5, 10, 15, 20 feet north, and that is going to be her turn. Scylla, you are up.
So now Vlad is further away from me.
But he's closer to the door, and he can fly.
Yeah, but I'm
I
sure
can
this
retcon
dragon...
if you want.
No. That's what she would do. I think that's fair. But that dragon, you know that it's got insane movement. Vlad has to survive this.
Sure. Vlad has 75 hit points. I can't speak to the damage the dragon can do. It's probably substantial. But Vlad is not squishy by any means. He has more hit points than I do.
How far? I'm sorry. Vasana is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 from me, so Vlad is 60.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he's 120 feet from the dragon.
Yeah, but breath weapons probably go 60 feet. Maybe 30, 60, something.
I think they usually go 30 or 40, but unsure.
Okay, well, nobody. Okay, so Scylla is standing closest to the dragon. She sees Vasana pop a teleportation on Vlad to get him closer to the exit.
Scylla got a Leroy Jenkins this shit?
No, Scylla is going to run 20 feet up. 15 feet up. I think I moved 15. Did I move 15? I need to be very clear about this.
Come to stand alone, child.
I think she quickly ushers up, and as they say that, she does a deep bow. She flicks a hand out, grabs some of the horde.
You dumb. You can't say shit. You can't say shit when we get out of here.
Nobody saw it. Nobody's watching.
No, but Brendan
Nobody
knows.
watches.
Brendan knows.
Brendan knows. Brendan better not fucking meta is what
You-
Brendan better not
no,
do.
No, but if you fucking come at me, we gonna fight.
Just when I thought the line couldn't be crossed more for Delkvir, you done fucked up for real. I was like, 50-50, I might not use this thing. Now I kind of have to, or I'm not playing Delkvir right. So,
Well,
Yeah,
continue with your turn.
We didn't just shit in his Cheerios. We here comes to the train him.
oh my god. She does the bow. She flicks up a piece of the hoard. You will not hurt me or my friends. And then she is going to turn tail. I'm gonna move 15 feet back to where I was. I'm going to dash 30 feet forward to Visana. And then I'm going to action surge.
To dash is an action as well. You picked up a coin.
Are you considering that not an
I'm
object
considering
interaction?
that. Oh, that's a bonus action to object interaction?
You can have one. You can have one free object interaction as part of your movement or your action.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you then.
He's so mad about it.
You no. You're gonna need it.
She's going to action surge and dimension door with Visana.
Okay, where are you dimension dooring to?
I can dimension door.
500 feet?
Yeah, and I will.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and you don't even have to be able to see it. You can just fucking go.
Correct. I'm thinking,
You could get as far back as the coastline on the other side of the river, away from his island, if you wanted.
okay, coastline on the other side of the river.
Yep.
As long as I know that that's not in the direction of where we think the River King is. I don't want to go from one side to another.
You have no idea of knowing where the River King is. You have not sussed out where his lair is. It's clear that he comes to agitation and bloodshed in the water, from what you've gathered.
Okay, well, I'm going to go 500 feet. I think potentially, yeah, where you said is fine.
Okay.
With-
So, Scylla and Visana appear on the coast where you guys had originally arrived with your guide earlier in the evening,
Yeah.
leaving Vlad,
Well-
Sephel, and Artemis still on the island.
I would just like to say the position, the 500-foot distance that you chose, I don't want it to be in the direction where we came from.
Okay,
Sorry.
pick a cardinal direction then.
Let's just go east.
East. Okay, so you arrive to the east.
Yeah,
You're
sorry.
looking at the. If we were looking at the foot of the temple, you would be on the right-hand side of it then.
Yes.
But still on the coast, across the river, with quite a bit of space between everything.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Delkvir's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sephel and Artemis are at the top of this staircase where they have come out into the top part of these ruins. Vlad is still down below. Y'all. You all hear this. There is no world where you get away from me. And he goes incorporeal and rises through the ceiling, appearing into the area above where Artemis and Sephel sit.
Are we directly above him?
No, he comes up directly. Have come up to the top of the staircase. If you look at the map on Roll20, you like this circular part where you have come up, because this isn't the exact map. He just rises up through. He would probably be more about here, but he comes up. There is no hole in the middle of this map, by the way. Ignore that. But he just floats right up and sees the two of you and goes, I hope you've said all necessary goodbyes. And he quickly throws his head in like the directions of the outskirts and goes, "For you who stole from my horde and thought I could not take your friends from you, bear witness." And he is going to unleash a shadowy mist breath weapon in a 90-foot cone.
Oh, 90.
Bruh, called it.
I need Sephel and Starcaller to make Constitution saving throws.
Huh?
Hey, Beef Wizard, you get a +5 to this.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, that's lovely.
You are going to need it.
Does anybody have inspiration? I don't.
Would this be... Does this have anything to do with disease or poison?
Fuck no, it don't.
Okay, I'm just taking anything I can get.
Alright. Let's go, baby.
Let's go!
All right, Andrew.
Did you
All
not
right.
20 that shit?
Sure did.
Yes!
Nice.
I dirty 20'd it.
Let's go.
I
That
need
does-
everybody's total for this save.
29.
Holy.
Fantastic, Starcaller. Sephel, what's your total for this save?
20. Dirty 20.
20. You fail.
Uh-huh. Cool.
I'm shaking a little bit, just so everybody at home knows this.
I'm 500 feet away and I'm shaking.
All right, we're gonna resolve damage first for
It's
everybody.
okay. It's okay. When it comes to it, I have advantage on death saves. Because that's gonna help.
Give me a minute. So, okay. I gotta get this in half. Andrew, you take 19 points of cold damage.
Ooh.
Sephel, you take 37 points of cold damage.
Okay. Okay.
Here's the only thing that pertains to Sephel while failing this. Sephel. He's about to
Sephel.
fall. On a failed save, the creature takes 98 cold damage and is frightened of the ghost dragon for 1 minute.
Okay.
While frightened of the ghost dragon, a creature is paralyzed.
Oh no.
That's problematic.
The frightened creature can repeat the saving throws at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a successful save.
Yep.
I think you should do that.
Yeah, but it's at the end, which means I lose a turn anyway. There's no reality in which he doesn't act before me.
Yeah, but it's the paralyzed condition.
Yes.
It's
Yeah,
the
you
paralyzed
need to
condition.
read
But
Frightened-
it's paralyzed
frightened and
via
paralyzed.
frightening.
It's still paralyzed.
Sure.
So.
For the folks at home, paralyzed, incapacitated, and cannot move or speak, automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. Attackers have advantage in any attack that hits, and within 5 feet is a crit.
Okay. So, that's his breath weapon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing that always fucks me up with dragons. Is like, that takes the full action, am I correct?
Yes.
To do that? Okay, great. Good. Glad that's out the way then. It is Vlad's turn. What's
Okay.
up with Vlad as he hears all of this?
Vlad's a conniving little thing. He is going to... Okay. How far does he need to go to get out?
55 feet.
Okay.
Oh, no. 45 feet. Correction, sorry.
Okay. And how far from the top of the staircase is the shoreline?
Oh, at least 100 feet.
Oh.
I would reckon you are like 115.
Oh shit. Okay. It sounded like these ruins were like right on the edge. Gross.
Well, if you think about it, 115 feet is honestly not that far.
No,
when
it's
we're
not.
looking at a map, it seems quite large.
Yep. And he can blink 60 feet away. Okay. First thing he's gonna do is get to the surface.
Mm-hmm. Let me get his token on here for you. You should still have full range of movement.
Yup. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. He is going to... He can't blink with anybody.
Nope.
No, but just him not being, and unalive might be great.
Yeah.
It's not a guaranteed thing, though.
Nothing is guaranteed in this. Yeah, he's gonna partially blink. He can't see Scylla, because we don't... She went to the east, we don't necessarily know that. So yeah, he's just gonna blink north the full 60 feet.
Okay. All right, we'll just kind of move him up there to the edge of the map and say he's off, essentially.
Okay.
So it's just the two of you.
Yep.
If that's the full extent of its turn, it's Sephel's turn. He is
Okay.
paralyzed. Roll a new Constitution saving throw.
Still with the +5 from
You
Andrew.
still get the +5. I'm as long as I'm up and you're within 10 feet of me.
All right. Come on, buddy. It's a natural 1.
Whoa.
Sephel is paralyzed in fear. What's going through Sephel's head?
I think less so. The fear of the dragon is real.
Mm-hmm.
Even more so than that is, for the first time since returning, he is in actual fear of his mortality. And he has not allowed himself to stop and think about what that means for his relationship with Orcus, should he fall. And he's thinking about it now.
Okay. All right. Starcaller, it's your turn. You see Sephel all of a sudden lock up. You see Vlad fly up and then disappear from sight. You have no idea where Scylla and Vasana are. But Delkvir is before you as well.
Excellent. Starcaller is going to just ever so casually tap Sephel on the leg with Dawn's Edge as he walks 35 feet forward. That tap is my action, casting Lesser Restoration into Sephel, which I'll do it not knowing per se if it solves fear, but it solves for both paralysis and, in our game, for madness. So I think that's a good enough idea.
Mm.
And then you just...
Oh, I got a bonus action left, girl.
I was like, and you're... Just...
Well, Will has to
Mono-y
think
mono.
about stuff. Like he has to let him cook.
Oh, good. He's roasted. He's sauteed.
It's good for the thinking process. Here.
Mamma mia!
Oh, mamma mia.
Tell me what your bonus action is here, unless it depends on the ruling of Lesser Restoration in this moment.
No, the bonus action. I will finally get my chance to pop my Hexblade's Curse, on Sir Delkvir. I now crit on a 19 or a 20, and I get a bonus +3 to damage rolls against him. And as I do that, I, Artemis of 1,000 broken blades, condemn you to death twice over, you foul corruption of a dragon. I will cleave you in twain, and when I am finished with you, you will not even be a memory upon this place.
Here's what I'm going to say with Lesser Restoration, not to dismiss that wonderful line. I'm going to say it's going to give Brendan advantage on his next save. It's not going to cure it, but it's going to give him advantage, okay? He's not going to get that +5 because you're farther than 10 feet away, but advantage nonetheless.
Excellent.
Does that sound agreeable to everybody?
Sure.
Okay.
All
right.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to save without that +5, but
I mean,
We'll-
I kind
we'll
of think
try
you might be crit fishing anyway, my guy. So
I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. And I'm. Did you say how long I'm frightened for? Is it a minute?
It's a minute.
Yeah.
yeah, and that is my Lesseration cast through Dawn's Edge, not one of my spell slots.
I figured with the way you described the touching, but thank you for clarifying. All right, it's Vasana's turn, who immediately turns to you, Scylla, and goes, "My gods." And she turns to you. Are we leaving them there?
I think Scylla has a face of like, what have I done? And I think it's just this like stark, thousand-eyed stare, completely uncertain and yet hopeless. And Vasana says that, and she looks at her. 500 feet. We are so far. Everyone was running, and I knew I could get one person out. You were the closest. We're far. We should start running back.
Do you think you can keep up?
Yes.
And you see she whips her hand underneath herself as she uses a bonus action to give herself phase stride. And so she essentially gains a flying speed equal to twice her walking speed as the wind kind of whooshes underneath her, and she just starts flying out over the river. That is her bonus action. So she moves 60 feet on that. And she's going to use her action to dash. So she moves 120 feet. She is mostly over the river. She's halfway across now. And that is her turn. Scylla, it's yours.
Yeah, I mean, Scylla will follow, but I can't move nearly as quickly. I'm going to move my full action dash 60 feet.
Okay.
But I'll be in the water. It's just that my swim speed is the same as walking.
Sure. Okay. It is Delkvir's turn. And he sees you coming in with the words you spoke, Artemis. He looks at you and goes, "Shall I take all your friends from you first? Leave you last to watch your world crumble around you? Or would you rather die standing on your feet?"
My world has already burned. You can do nothing to me. You sad excuse for a dragon.
That is what you think. I'm going to make it a 50-50 roll if he goes for Sephel or if he comes after you.
Jesus.
Does he inflict direct punishment or punishment upon another? Natural 1, he's coming for you.
Let's go, Daddy. Come
He
on.
charges forward. Let me just double check here if he has reach. Yes, with his bite. But he's got to have to get up close. So he comes up and he's going to first bite at you with his spectral maw.
Nom nom nom.
That is a 21 to hit.
Shield.
Okay, you deflect the bite, and that sticks around for the next couple attacks,
The
right?
rest of the round.
Rest of the round. Okay, here comes the first claw. 26 to hit.
That. Yep. That. Yep. Yep.
Okay, almost minimum damage. 8 points of necrotic damage.
There you go.
That was my
Makes sense.
first claw, if I remember right. Okay.
Second, right? Because the first one missed.
Well, he had a bite.
Bite
Oh,
was the
sorry.
first
It's
one.
probably bite and 2 claws. Maybe.
That's a 30 to hit.
Holy
That
shit.
does beat the shield.
Wow. You know, you might have cursed my damage rolls a little bit there, Brendan. It is 15 points of necrotic damage with that second claw.
I should have cursed it harder.
Yep. And I gotta roll my recharge on my breath. Nope, didn't get it.
Thank God.
All right, that is. And then he drops below the ground incorporeally, disappearing from view.
Does anything about the frightening rely on me seeing him?
No.
Okay.
It's not affected by line of sight. At least it doesn't say so in the text.
Okay.
But I would imagine it's like you just saw him sink below. You know he's still there, kind of a thing. So
He's fucking coming.
all right, it's Vlad's turn. Unless you
Okay.
consider Vlad well and truly gone.
No, I have a plan. I'd like to think that Vlad and Sephel share a similar mind and have talked on, you know, they have a bond. They do, that psychological bond. That
Sure.
Okay. So Vlad, I said he blinked, which got him 60 feet away. You said the shore was 150?
115.
115. So he'd be 55 from it now, which is within his fly speed.
Also, Sam, I would say you're more accurately like a little over 300 feet away, because I didn't state that it was exactly 500 feet to the shore, and like 115. I said 120 was about across, so you're looking at almost 350, a little bit over to get back, not the full 500. So just saying.
I think, yeah. In that moment, Scylla would have pushed them pretty far.
Okay, so you wanna okay, all right. Sorry.
Relevant.
Continue with Vlad's turn.
Okay. Vlad is going to dash. So he has 120 feet. He's going to fly. He's going to get to the edge of the island. And he's going to use his movement to dive into the water and weave. Like in, out, like splashing and making a commotion in the waves.
Okay. All right. I see what you're doing.
Oh, I get what you're picking up.
We're gonna fucking force a kaiju battle. I don't give a shit.
Bro, Godzilla's here. Let's get
Let's call
Where's
in
King Kong?
Mothra.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sephel. Make another save at advantage
Yeah.
without the +5.
Oh yeah. So, do me a solid. We're friends. We're friends here. I have a +4 to con saves.
Okay.
Tell me, am I crit fishing?
You're not crit fishing,
Okay.
but it's tough. You're
Okay.
almost crit fishing.
Okay.
Saying there's a chance.
So you're
Absolutely.
saying there's a chance.
There's
Almost.
a 5%?
Almost. I would say there. No. I would say between a 15 and a 20% chance.
Okay, so I need an 18 or a 19.
Listen, I'm not here to do math, okay?
Yeah, just
So
roll
roll
your
the
dice.
dice.
Roll the dice. Rocks go bang, please.
Yeah.
I'm not here to do math. Roll the math rock.
Do the clicky clacky thing and let them tell you.
Read number.
Okay. That's a 15 for a total of a 19.
That's a fail on that one.
That's a 13 for a 17.
No.
2 fails.
Yep.
Sephel is still frightened and paralyzed. Starcaller, your enemy has disappeared. What do you do?
Bitch ass dragon. I see that Sephel is still hurting, so I'm gonna try to make my way over there, but I'm not gonna take a terribly direct path towards him. I'm gonna
Okay.
kind of like swing outside of this like broken chapel here through one of like the breaks in the wall, break north,
Sure.
trending back towards him. I can still see him pretty good. With my line of sight. I don't get spicy with this. I'm gonna use a bonus action to drink one of my potions of greater healing.
Good thinking. So it's full healing with the full action use. Unless, wait, did you say bonus action?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
gonna try the bonus action.
Okay, see what the rolls give you.
Yeah. Not bad, not bad. 4, 8, 11, 14 points back.
Okay.
That's not great. I'm sure Sephel will last another turn. Nothing to be worried about.
Tell you what, if he gets his breath weapon back and he rolls like that again, I'm gonna be taking a nap.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like thinking like what's the best like boon I can give you from here, and I think it's not as good as me getting as much health back as I can. So I'm gonna if you allow, well, I don't know if you've ever done this before, I'm gonna drink another potion with my action.
Fuck it, go for it, yeah.
Alright.
Fits the action economy, I'm fine with it.
Alright, that's another 24 back to me.
Okay.
It is factual that the best option is kind of you staying alive as a meat shield while I try to get the fuck out.
Do that thing that you do, you know.
Alright. It is Visana's turn. Her phase stride ends. So she falls into the water and begins swimming, and she gets 60 more feet. So she's gone 180 feet. Oh, okay. Scylla, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't want this to come off as meta, but assuming that Sephel had a conversation with Vlad about what Vlad is doing, perhaps that conversation was also had with Scylla?
I was stretching heavily, like, I was going off of the telepathic bond that Vlad and Sephel have as part of that, like, imprinting process.
Here's what I think is happening in Scylla's mind. Oh, sorry, Will, did you say something?
Well, I was going to say, you're in the water. There's no way you don't hear something splashing to the north in the water, like, heavily. I don't know that
Yeah.
I could say without a proper perception check that you could identify it as Vlad, but you know something is making a commotion.
I think there's that where she's like, something is making a commotion to the north, and then Visana falls in the water, and Scylla's immediate instinct is like, she doesn't have stilts. She's gonna make so much commotion, it's gonna draw the River King here. And then I think Scylla is smart enough to be like, it's a crazy, crazy thought that I'm having, but maybe we want the River King here.
Okay. So what do you do with your turn?
Scylla's going to dash still, so she's gonna move 60 feet.
Mhm.
But it's gonna be more of a loud swim.
So, like, you come up to the surface and you're being really choppy with your
Yeah.
movements. Okay. All right. So, a lot of noise is being made right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's a bad idea.
But I will say, Will, just to put it out there for you,
Mhm.
we're drawing him in from the north, drawing him in from the east. You know, who's to say
Lots
where
of
he's
lots
Yeah.
of drawings.
We're
Lots of drawings.
triangulating a location
at?
for
Correct.
him.
Yes.
Also, who knows how far away he is? How long it
Right.
could take him to get there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So many factors. All right. That concludes your turn. Yes.
Yeah.
It is Delkvir's turn.
Oh no.
Delkvir pops back up through the surface, taking 20 feet of his fly. He has another 60 feet. It's so hard for me, not on like necessarily an emotional level as to who I want to attack or whatever, but it's like, who's he really gonna go for? Because in his mind, you're both toast.
We're all friends here, Will, but we'll see if we're friends later.
You know what?
I don't know
Campaign
if
tune
this
might
helps.
be starting sooner.
I don't know if this helps or hurts, and this is purely Brendan, not
Yeah.
Sephel.
Right.
But black dragons do have a proclivity to toy with their prey.
Oh, 100%,
Like
100%.
cats.
So
You know,
They'll
well,
bite your head off first.
he rolled above a 50, which to me was he goes and attacks Sephel.
sure.
So he flies up, and
Roll to see if he gets his breath weapon back.
nope.
Okay.
So he comes up on you and does that thing where he did again, where he kind of wraps himself around you and he calls out towards Artemis, because there's enough of a lip that I think he senses that you're there, but he doesn't directly see you, Artemis. And he's going to, I will take your friend from you now, and I will watch the tears come over your face as they take their last breath. And he's gonna bite you. He has advantage because you are paralyzed.
And he crits.
He automatically crits.
I read the rules, man. Were you not listening?
Read paralyzed, Sam.
Only if he hits.
If he hits within 5 feet, it's an auto crit.
Oh, that's right. This is fucked. Because, hey, buddy, I don't know how many hit points you have left. How much do I have to beat to insta-kill you?
No. You would have to do. You would have to take me below my maximum in a hit.
1.
Yes. Please tell me what that number is.
You would
We
have.
ain't- we
You
ain't
would
seen what that
have to
mouth do
do.
yet.
You would have to do 97 damage.
Okay. With our crit rules,
Right.
it's not impossible.
Oh.
So you better
Yep.
hope that fucking curse stands up, my guy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
With the bite. Okay,
Dude, his
so it's a
his probably
crit.
plus to hit hits me.
All right. So I max out the dice the first time.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta roll all these other dice. Excuse me, for 5 minutes.
Yep.
Sucks. Okay.
Anybody got Revivify in this bitch?
That's not really my thing.
Yep.
Nah, dog. I ain't that kind of paladin, though.
Cool. Good night.
Tell Orcus
He does
say what up, though.
He does 74 points of damage. Oh, wait. 79. I didn't add his modifier.
Okay. I'm not
So
dead.
Sephel is just instantly out. Gone. You hear the now more brittle form of Sephel just twist, snap, break what bits of his now whitish flesh tear. And then he's still got a little bit of movement. He came up from here, so that was 45 feet, 65 feet. He's got 15 feet left. Let's see, am I close enough to... What's his reach on his claws? He starts slowly marching in the direction of you, Artemis, but he cannot hit you where you are. And he's just kind of chuckling to himself, this like ghostly saunter, and goes, come out, wherever you are. Get it. I want to hear your cries. And that is Delkvir's turn. It is Vlad's turn.
Does Vlad, given their relationship, does he feel Sephel go down?
How far is his telepathy?
I mean, this is not a... I don't actually know if this is a thing. I'm just going off of the established, like, their bonding at the beginning.
Sure, he's imprinted on you guys as a family.
Right.
I would say no, he doesn't fully know that you've gone down.
Okay.
If his telepathy reaches you, I would say yes, 100%.
He doesn't have telepathy.
Okay. I know most dragons do at some point, I believe, but I could be wrong on that.
Definitely not at Wormling stage.
Okay, so what is Vlad doing?
He is going to... Are there, like, any fish or small creatures in the water?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
He's gonna go at one and try to spill some blood.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. 14.
That's a hit.
Okay.
And you insta-kill this fish, so now blood is bursting into the water.
So he's like, he takes the carcass, he bites in, he doesn't tear all the way through, he like creates puncture and tear holes, and he starts thrashing the thing to create like as much blood spray as possible.
Chum in the waters. I like it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Sephel. Make a death save with advantage.
Yep. Roll 1, not great.
Oh,
fail.
no.
It was a 6 and a 2.
Oh, thank God it wasn't a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 1 failure for Sephel. Oh. You guys remember the Hydra fight? That probably seems like no big deal, right?
Yeah, I'll
Compared
take the
to this?
Hydra.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Meow.
Yes.
Hi,
We hail
Hydra.
you, Hydra. Starcaller, you're up.
Starcaller is gonna step out back into the center of this ruin, seeing Sephel's down body across the way. He looks up. He doesn't see Vlad. He looks right and left. He doesn't see Scylla or Vasana. He looks down at Dawn's Edge. It is as it was always meant to be. You and I. But we are not done yet. And he's going to use the rest of his movement to charge Delkvir. As I do, bonus action Healing Spirit on top of Sephel's position. Next turn, he will receive 1d6 healing.
Okay.
As a miniature sun opens up over top of him.
All right. We'll do the fire elemental again. Make that a little bit smaller.
Weirdly, going unconscious and then getting healed might actually be faster than you getting out of the paralyzation.
That was my thought as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a good turn it off, turn it back on again is the best medicine.
Yeah, you try turning it off and back on.
Most IT will tell you. Artemis, you say this to Dawn's Edge, and she goes, "It has been my utmost pleasure to work with you. But you are right. It is not over until we both fall. And this miniature sun appears next to Sephel, but it almost turns into this angelic golden visage as almost the soul of Dawn's Edge appears to heal Sephel when it comes to his turn. All right, Starcaller.
Well, there's no sense holding back. Let's play
Fuck
ball.
no. Come at me, bro.
All right. Let's have some fun. All right. Two-handed swing. Nope, drop the dice. I was gonna say it again, but it'll sound cooler. Gonna take my first swing.
Okay.
That is another 14.
That's a hit.
Okay, so that is 6 points on the die. However, since I assume the ghost dragon is undead.
He is undead.
Okay, 6. So that adds an extra 2 points of fire damage for Dawn's Edge, and this will be a second level smite.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
It's my boy.
My beautiful baby boy.
It's my boy.
It's my boy. All right, so that's an extra 9 radiant damage.
Just flat 9.
So it's a total 25 damage.
Okay, just give me your radiant damage. I've already
Okay.
subtracted all your other damage.
So the radiant is just 9.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. That's your first swing, too, right?
And we do it again. And that is a 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
All right, so that is 3 plus. So like go through all the. So the base damage is 3 plus 5. That's 8 plus another 3. 11 points of radiant damage, since that's Dawn's Edge's base level now. 8 points of fire, and 19 additional points of radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah, you do some hurt on this guy, but he is still looking pretty good, and he's just... I will enjoy taking your toy and adding it to my hoard.
She will burn you from the inside out, you insignificant worm. You are unworthy.
Love that. All right, Vasana double moves. She is another 60 feet forward, making it 240 feet. Still in the river. And that is her turn. Scylla.
All right, Scylla. Is Vasana is like ahead. Scylla's gonna use her action. I would like to throw out one of the cards in the deck of illusion to create an enticing morsel to chase, perhaps.
Yes.
That's the goal here. I have to draw a card, which I remember last time was really difficult because you actually have to have a deck.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to just roll a...
Yeah, go for
I
it.
think I rolled like a D52 or something and roll 20.
Sure. 47.
Okay, it's the King of Clubs, a bandit captain, and 3 bandits.
And they be swimming. They looking tasty in that
Yeah.
water. Hell yeah.
Cool.
Love it.
Roll for tastiness.
Roll for this.
Roll for umami.
Umami. So basically, she throws out this card, and these figures appear to hopefully... I don't think they can actually... They act as normal, but I don't think they can actually manipulate the water. I just want them to be a visual, like... Oh, there's more going on over here for me to
Sure,
chase
yeah.
if the River King is nearby.
Okay.
And then I will move my full 30 feet of movement this time.
Okay. For those of you in the water, you begin to hear multiple sounds drawing towards the entrances to this kind of like wide moat, essentially, that's around this island. It sounds like smaller creatures, Not tiny leeches, but small compared to the River King. And it sounds like there's a good amount of them that are beginning to appear. It is Delkvir's turn. And he is going to go see if he recharges his breath. He does not. You guys are getting very lucky with that. He is, however, going to bite Claw on Artemis.
Let's do it.
27.
27 hits.
Okay. This is the bite. Okay. You take 23 points of cold damage.
Ooh.
And it didn't pertain to Sephel because he was down, but your speed becomes halved until the start of Delkvir's next turn. Here comes the claw. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
That is 18 points of necrotic damage. Second one. That's a natural 20. It's not as bad as the bite, but it's bad.
Live by the crit. Die by the crit.
Oh, man. Okay. You take 30 points of necrotic damage.
Good night, New Hampshire.
Hey,
That means the healing spirit's gone too, doesn't it?
Now, the healing spirit is cast by Dawn's Edge, not by Artemis.
but is it concentration?
It is concentration.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the spirit
Hope
is gone.
dies.
And that's where we'll leave it this week. Sephel and Artemis lay dying.
Wow, if you're thinking to yourself right now, man, this is a great podcast. I would love to get this in other mediums. Come on down to us. We're available anywhere podcasts are found. And if you should enjoy your experience, please like and review. And you can find us on all your relevant social medias. You can follow, like, and subscribe on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, as well as X and Threads. Though we admit to being a bit sparser in those areas. If you're having just a heck of a good time, pop on down to our Discord and you want to know why? It's easy. All you gotta do is email us at themadnesstable@gmail.com. Your questions can be part of our bonus actions. And if that is not enough for you, you can drop us a coin over on our coffee page. But thank you, and I hope you're having a better day than Sephel is.